Ships are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Lior tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Stabilize! Solidify! going?
Stabilize! Solidify!
hungry. Let's hunt.
Huh? What are those super colorful winged things? They're called kites. The kids in Liyue love them.
Hello there, dear. You look like you've come a very long way. Let Granny guess. From what you're wearing, I would say... Snezhnaya.
That's right. How do you play with these kite things, Granny?
When the wind picks up, you let out the string, and whoosh! The kite will fly into the air, up, and away.
Wow, that's amazing! Do you have any Mr. Cyclops ones?
Mr. Cyclops? I'm sorry,
I want to fly Mr. Cyclops high into the sky, so...
Well, I can do custom builds, but...
Will this picture do? I drew it myself.
I'll manage.
We should be fine. Child was pretty generous with that entertainment fund. But then again, throwing money around willy-nilly is, you know... Well, so, yes, technically speaking, these funds are earmarked for Tooser's entertainment. Either way, it's time to talk prices.
No, that won't do. This amount won't even pay for the materials. Fine, fine. I've neither the time nor energy to bargain with you at my age. I suppose this price will do.
Thanks,
Worry not. Just leave it to me.
For our next stop, why don't we head to One-Man Restaurant? It would be a mighty crying shame to come all the way to Liyue and never try the food.
Hello, welcome. Table for three?
This restaurant has a really
A choking smell? Oh, you must be
spicy chili, but
Oh, what a pity. A person who can't eat spice.
is it really that bad? My meals have to have lots and lots of sugar, and the oil has to be extra. Wow, we've got a real rich kid on our hands. Looks like One-Man Restaurant's dishes aren't to Tooser's taste. Maybe...
Will that be all? Any more special?
What
Giving the people what they want is the very reason One-Man Restaurant exists. If I thought for 1 second that I couldn't make a dish to satisfy this child's taste, I would have absolutely no business called.
Whoa, there seems to be a lot of professional Then we'll leave it to you, Chef Mao. Sure.
But let me say this first. Special requests are... Of course, we aren't going to demand prices anywhere near as exorbitant as the likes of Lily Pavilion or Sunya Kiosk.
Is it just Paimon? Or are premium custom orders in fashion lately? Still, surely there must be a little room for negotiation.
Hey now, come on. I can barely cover the cost of the ingredients at that price. Hey now, come on. I can barely cover the cost of the ingredients at that price. You folks. Let's go with this then. Any more haggling and we'll ruin the...
Thanks, Chef Mal.
Please sit wherever you like. Your food...
Ugh. It was a little too sweet. I thought it was just right. Almost exactly like how my sister Tonya makes it. But this doesn't feel right somehow. Didn't we bring Tusser here to... whatever. So where do you want to go next, Tusser? I was so caught up looking for my brother when I first got here that I didn't get a good look around. Good idea! The hustle and bustle at the wharf is a specialty.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
waves here always like this? Don't they ever... given Liyue's climate, the area around the harbor's mouth probably never gets cold enough to freeze. Paimon is kind of the traveler's exclusive personal tour guide. But since this place is Liyue's commercial hub, and it's been the biggest port in the Seven Nations ever since it was decided that Liyue would take on the world through trade. Other than merchant vessels, many fishing boats and industrial transports dock here to replenish their, fishery supplies and daily necessities, which, thanks to the immense throughput capacity of the wharf, yeah, Paimon can't remember. Well, guess Paimon we'll just have to explain this Paimon style. So this harbor is like Teyvat's mouth, and it's the biggest mouth you've ever seen. All the nations float their boats over the sea into the mouth. The harbor goes nom 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 nom. Then Liyue Harbor rubs its big round belly in satisfaction because it's all stuffed full of delicious mora. Hey, what's that big metal hook over there? I want to see. Wait, Tooser, don't run off. After all that, he wasn't even listening. That metal hook is huge, and it gets bigger the closer we get. This is an anchor. Docked ships use it to hold themselves in position to stop the wind and waves from blowing them away. An anchor. Got it. But I think I might get it mixed up with Commodore Hook. Commodore Hook? Is this... My brother always sends me a really big toy for my birthday. Commodore Hook, Black Steel Jack, Iron Tony. We keep them all in our backyard. Yeah, and that's why I can't bring them with me all the time. It's a shame. Wow! Using Fatui funds for personal gain? To think Snezhnaya would let their harbingers do that. But suddenly, it doesn't seem so strange that Tooser would treat a ruin guard as a giant toy. But my favorite has to be Mr. Cyclops. Even though I mostly came here to see my brother, the other big thing I wanted to do was play with... Oh, are they selling fish over there? Let's have a look. Hey! Quit running off! Is this where they sell fish? Wow, the fish here in Liyue are so small.
Hey, whose fish are you calling small? Little kids shouldn't...
He's just a curious kid. No need to get worked up. That said, these fish are actually pretty big by Paimon standards. Maybe 200 times your size? There are legends in my hometown about it. It's supposed to be a... I told my brother about it, and he went out to sea to catch one for me. A few days later, he returned with a humongous fish slung over his shoulder. Anthon and I were so happy. Are you sure that was a fish? Paimon thinks it sounds more like some sort of leviathan. Hey, Mr. Nice Guy, let's go over there to see the boats. What's wrong, Tooser? Are you tired? I miss my brother. What? But we were yeah, but for such a short time that it doesn't count. Take me to see my brother. I don't want... Yep. You can have all the patience in the world, but it won't help you... Well, we've played with Tooser long enough, haven't we? Paimon Child said that he'd be by the river near Chinshu Pool. Why don't we look for... Yay! Let's go! Let's go! Protect us. Found him! There's Child! Wait, he's talking to
You know what I'm here for, I trust.
Oh, you got lip. Making us guess, are you? If you want to join up, let me just say this first. Dandy kid.
Uh-huh. What a... Well, in the Tsaritsa's name, I suppose I should forgive you country bumpkins for your ignorance. For I am...
Brother! You're selling them toys, aren't you, brother?
well, why, yes, of course. The greatest toy salesman in Snezhna...
So cool.
Huh?
You playing games, pretty boy?
So, will you buy or not? The toys that Snezhnaya produced 3 months ago will run you... Yes, 600,000 mora. To be paid in full.
Toys?
Wow. Is that what it's gonna cost?
Look at that! Spreading joy and laughter to...
I'll say it again. Toys from Snezhnaya, 3 months prior, 600...
Yeah, no. Sorry, sales boy. The same joke isn't funny twice. Or were you always cruising for a brute?
All right then. I'll make things a little easier for you. I'll join the treasure hoard.
Would you?
Well then, why don't you put me to the test, dear senior?
Truth be told, we've set up a shop here because there's a fine little loot cave nearby. But the treasure hasn't been easy to get at. We've been at it for 2 days. If you think you're up to snuff, why don't you have a crack at it on our behalf? Of course, that means that once you got it, it's ours. Don't...
Come on.
An initiation test, eh? Interesting. It's been a while since...
The loot's on the opposite cliff. We're gonna hang back here and watch the show.
Huh, no problem. You're mine.
Empty chest.
Well, I have the goods. Here you go. So how'd I do? Pretty well, I'd say.
Brother, what do we do? This fellow isn't normal.
Please, hold on a moment, sir. We need to discuss something amongst ourselves. He ain't here for an initiation. He just wanted to show off.
Honestly, we'd be no match for him if he wanted to fight.
Guys, do you think that maybe we're being robbed?
I don't know. Surely he wouldn't have come here all dressed up like that if he was only after us. Unless maybe his words have hidden meaning.
Snezhnaya, 3 months, 600,000. Oh, I get it. It was insider talk. I remember that the boss took out a 600,000 more loan from that Snezhnayan bank about 3 months ago, and still hasn't repaid it.
So this guy must be the debt collector. But why didn't he just say so? What's with all the toy talk?
And that's where you're still green. See, in a lot of professions like this, people speak in code to protect the privacy of their business partners and clients.
Makes sense. Owing money is pretty embarrassing.
This guy isn't one to mess with, I tell you. He's a professional. Way too professional.
So, Mr. Salesman, my apologies, but we can't have you joining us.
Oh? I didn't pass? I must say, I never imagined that the treasure hoarders would have such strict entry requirements.
No, it's not that. What we mean is that you're too big a fish for our little pond. But we fully understand the situation with the, toys, sir. We'll fetch that 600,000 for you right away.
I see. Well then, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. We get paid?
Yes.
That's my brother for you. Toy sellers are...
Ah, Master Child, you're here. A new batch of fresh recruits have just...
Hey now, keep your voice down. Can't you see I'm in a...
Clients? Well, anyway, the Motherland has dispatched a new batch of recruits to Liyue. They've just arrived, and I'm afraid we...
do I have to? Now it...
I must apologize for troubling you, Master Child, but they are already waiting for you south of Lingju Pass. Every new batch of recruits must be baptized by the Tsaritsa's will, through the words of her harbingers. This has always been our rule. At present, Master Child, you are the only harbinger in Liyue. Please, everyone is standing in formation and waiting for you to bestow this honor upon them.
Well, all right then, I'll go. Just give me a moment to catch up with my
Do you have to keep working?
Yes, sir. We have a group of new toy sellers fresh in from the Motherland, and I need to go teach them the rope.
Wow, that's great! When I grow up, I want to be a toy seller too. Can I go listen?
I'm afraid you're still too young to, sir. I'm not sure if you'd understand much of it, and most of it's rather boring anyhow. Why don't you go play with the Traveler instead? Sound good?
But...
I really do have to go now, sir. A lot of people... I'll see you around, all right?
Child really dotes on his brother, but now he's gotta ditch him again. Must be a really tough job. Yeah, you're right. He hasn't done himself any favors with the whole toys. To think he'd go this far just to prevent his family from seeing his dark side. Maybe. But he has good intentions, doesn't he? Wait. Where's Tooser? We were too... Seems likely. Either way, let's head over there first. Tooser, so you did come here. Shh, quiet. My brother's giving his speech.
From this day forward, you will honor the oaths you have made to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, and you will stop at nothing to bring Snezhnaya victory. You shall sweep through this land like the icy winds of the furthest north, as strong as the hoarfrost of Zepelyarny Palace. You will chill the very marrow in our enemies' bones. Her Majesty expects of you loyalty, ruthlessness, and meticulousness. For the trials that we face are harsh, and our enemies are like... like kites who shall become redoubtable foes of Mr. Cyclops.
Uh-huh. Kites are really fun.
This is, of course, an analogy. So as your sales manager here, a refusal shall be considered a betrayal, and the price...
Whoa, that's really strict.
Seeking to please everyone pleases no one. Forget it. Perhaps around...
Hands-on training.
After all,
Hey, did...
A Harbinger wants to spar with us personally?
I can't believe it.
am I hearing a hint of...
Not at all, sir!
That's the... Now come at me, you
Frozen. Crisp.
Amateur mistake.
Solidify it. You're not going anywhere.
Let's dance.
It's time for a flash freeze.
This was well done. You need to hurry up. Roast it fried. This one's well done.
Damn it, I'm quite impressed.
Stabilize.
This one's well done.
Into the fire.
You need to hurry up. Let's end this quickly. Fry. This was well done.
Nothing to fear.
I will have order.
Solidify.
I'll protect us.
This was well done.
You're not going anywhere. Shield to the bone.
Unfortunate fault.
Boba, get them.
Froze out. Oh no.
Let's end this quickly.
Eat this.
Let's end this quickly. This isn't good.
Gather. No excuse for slacking.
Let the show begin.
Killjoy, we've only just begun.
Not breaking a sweat. Time to fulfill my duty.
Let's move. Roasted fried. I see through you.
I taste blood.
Killjoy, we've only just begun. Well done.
Beginner's attack.
Crumble.
Roasted fried. You need a
Solidify. This is order.
Out of the frying pan.
Looks like I went too far.
Time for a break yet. Stabilize.
Boba, get them.
No slacking off. This is bad. My work finished.
This was well done.
Let's dance.
You need to hurry up.
Nice and spicy.
Well then, do you all understand what I s-
Yes, sir!
Excellent. And you all, in other words, you've done well.
Thank you, Lord Harbinger!
All right, hush now. Now then, I wish dismissed.
Brother, you are amazing!
Oh, Teucer, what in the world are you doing here? There I was thinking that the Traveler had taken you to play.
Yikes, that's some terrible acting.
I told you, didn't I? I never pass on I'm not the man I was when we first met. You must mean my foul legacy. It puts a great strain on my body, so it's best saved for crucial moments. I still haven't fully recovered from the injuries I suffered when I used it at the Golden House. Anyway, I'm no Senora. I don't use lethal force against recruits. Come on now.
The foul legacy transformation? You could say that. I want to learn to fight too. I want to be...
Now, Teucer, fighting isn't about looking cool. You can only continue to get stronger if you know the reason why you're fighting. I can teach you, but think carefully first. Why do you want to fight?
I want to protect Sister...
That's a good answer, Teucer. When I return to Snezhnaya, I will start teaching you fighting techniques. Then you'll have...
Leave it to me. You know, Teucer's a good kid when he's not being so stubborn.
You've had a nice long time here in Liyue, haven't you, Teucer? Isn't it a...
But, you've been so busy, and we didn't get any time to play together yet.
Teucer, you know I'm very busy at work. And hasn't it been fun traveling all over the place with a proper traveler?
He's just worried he won't be able to keep up the toy seller act forever. Well, how about this? If you just do one little thing from...
Oh dear, who taught this little devil to bargain? All right, well...
Take me to visit the Institute of Toy Research! Do you think he means that ruin that the Millilith was talking about? The one where all the ruin guards were coming from?
Done deal. After all, you've come as your brother. It's only right for me to grant you one last...
Exactly! Are you sure this is a good idea? It doesn't seem like the best place for kids. You should come along too, Traveler! This time?
Let me think. Ah, yes, the Institute of Toy Research is not far at all from Lingju Pass. Now, Traveler, you're not the sort of person who would...
The brothers are ganging up on us again! I'll protect us. Let the show begin.
Gather!
I'll protect us. Let the show begin.
Here we are. Welcome to Liyue's Institute of Toy Research.
Yeah, we're here! I can already hear... What is this place? And
Based on my limited understanding, I believe this is one of Dottore*'s research facilities. Dottore is another one of the F2p Harbingers. He loves tinkering with old things. It's a personal passion of his. So, he converted these ruins into a Ruin Guard research lab.
Huh? So the ruin guards are built by the F2p?
No, they have much closer connections to the Abyss. So, strictly speaking, they're as much our enemies as anyone else's. As to why the Ruin Guards have been moving outside of this area recently, I can only imagine that he's gotten bored of playing around.
Wow, yet another Harbinger with a bad attitude. But at least this explains why you were totally okay with bringing Teyvat here. Seems you did.
Well, I wouldn't go quite that far. I actually have no idea.
Wait, so
Of course I am. But no matter what the danger is, I will parry it. Even Teyvat understands that, now that he knows what he's fighting for. It's the very same reason that's been nestled in my own heart.
What are you guys chatting about? Come on, let's go in!
All right.
Brother, someone was saying that Mr. Cyclops is a killing machine.
Were they now? What a silly thing for them to say. And you shouldn't go repeating it either, Teyvat. You're far too young to be talking about such violence.
Yeah, I knew that they were lying anyways. Mr. Cyclops is here to defeat the bad guys and protect—
Right. With Mr. Cyclops around,
That's right. Okay, I'm going to go play with Mr. Cyclops now.
Hey, Teyvat, wait up!
The door's shut. Will Teyvat be alright?
There's another path over there. Let's move.
Solidify!
Tidal wave. Yeah. 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 Amateur.
Was that you?
That's right. But give me a moment over here, Teyvat. I need to make sure that maybe I shouldn't have spoiled him quite so much.
Those ruin guards have all been strung up. Where are they being taken to?
I don't know, but if there's a chance it's where Teucer is, we need to stop this before things get ugly. Bring it on.
Let's dance. Ouchie.
Solidify!
Luba, get them! I'll protect us. Hi. Oh, hi.
Rise!
Nice and spicy.
Teucer, see that big stone cube in front of you? I need your help.
Yay! Do I really get to help my big...
You bet. Now I'll count down from 3, and then we touch it together. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
That's bright. What is that?
It's a witch ray that will turn you into a little lamb if it hits you. So stay out of its way.
That's scary.
Back together at last. You're not hurt, are you, Teucer?
Hurt? No way. This is really fun. Fun for you, maybe. We were all scared. What's over there? Wow, this room is huge. Is this where Mr. Cyclops takes his friends when they come to visit?
It is. Impressive, isn't it? Now, how about a little game of hide and seek?
Huh? Now? But...
I have a surprise.
A surprise? Oh, what's...
Don't worry, you'll have the chance to look for it later. But before that, you have to close your eyes, turn around.
Okay. 60 is a really long time, though.
There's not much time. Let's clear all these hazards out.
48, 47, 46, 45. Are you guys okay? What's all that crashing and banging?
Don't worry, it's all part of the surprise. cheating. You skipped a few numbers, you little rascal.
You noticed. All right. 15, 14, 13.
Give me another 10 seconds, Tooser. Still hiding.
Huh. Now who's the cheater? All right. 10 seconds, that's it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming, ready or not? This is everything I've ever dreamed of! It's Mr. Cyclops' world! Wow, he actually pulled it off. And the way he knocked Papaimon wonders if he'll be alright after using the... Awesome! Boy, if these Mr. Cyclopses weren't so big, I'd sure love to take one home. Wait, aren't you guys supposed to be playing hide and... Oh, that's right! I was so excited. Well, let's go look for him.
It's a good thing that you two found me first. Looks like using the Foul Legacy transformation while I was still injured took more out of me than I thought. I have no idea what I'd do if Tooser saw me like this. Look at me, deflated as a burst balloon. As I recall, you have siblings. I figured that you probably wouldn't take me out in front of my little brother.
Really milking this situation, huh?
Like I said, I can never pass on an opportunity to test my limits. And that's why I, Tartaglia, am always getting strong. Anyway, childhood dreams are all too easily shattered. Even if you just leave them be, they will fall to pieces. So someone has to protect them, right? If you make a promise, you keep it. If you make a mistake, and if you give someone a dream, you defend it. That is what family is all about, isn't it? Remind you...
Quit the tough guy act already! You need to see a doctor right away, mister!
A fine suggestion, but first... I have a little something for Tooser. Please give it to him on my behalf.
Huh? Is this a Mr. Cyclops?
Indeed. I had made it to order by a smith some time back. I had intended to give it to him on my return to Snezhnaya.
Wow. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Child's family are really lucky to...
I'll also need you to explain my abrupt departure to You'll help me out, won't you? The cold will kill the pinky that once betrayed your friend. The frost... that nursery rhyme brings back so many delightful memories. Tooser... All right.
I can't find him anywhere. Where did he go? Really? Where is he? Yeah, so he had to leave in a real hurry. That's great. But still, I was kind of hoping we could play here a little longer. Wow, look at that! I never knew that they made Mr. Cyclopses and look, it even has my name on it! It's my... You're really loving it, huh? You bet! My brother, you had a tour of Liyue, you met your brother, visited the Institute of Toy Research, and got yourself... Do you think you're ready to head back to...
Don't worry. I know I can't get my way all the time. That'd just be annoying. So...
Sir, young Master Tooser, I've been waiting for you.
Did Child?
That's correct. Master Child instructed me to arrange for young Master Tooser's return.
Who are you? My big brother always told... But you've been following us around the...
Yeah, that's because I've known who you are all along.
What?
My brother told us all about you in a letter he sent back home. Sister Tonya read it to me. I actually recognized you the moment I saw you. I just couldn't remember your...
What a strange twist of fate!
Not at all. In fact, he said that if he ever had the chance, he'd quit his job and join you on your adventures.
Young Master Tooser, the boat to Snezhnaya will dock soon. We'd best
Gee, time really flies when you're Well then, see you, Mr. Nice Guy. I'll wait for you back home. You definitely have to come visit Snezhnaya sometime. Pinky promise?
You make a pinky promise, you keep it all your life. You break a pinky... Bye-bye, Tooser. Have a safe trip.
Hey.
Child? So you were here this whole time?
Partings are special moments. If he spent his final moments in Liyue seeing me all haggard and weak like this, that's not a memory I want him to leave. Still, it is a shame that I couldn't see him off by myself. I should have been the one taking him back. I do have subordinates to escort him.
Jeez, don't you think you spoiled him enough?
I can't quite explain it, but somehow I felt much more at ease leaving him in your care. Ah, yes, I almost forgot. Remuneration for your services, which I
Aha! So you
One other thing. Don't forget our promise now. Let's have a rematch this time, with my honor as a harbinger on...
You best go rest up first. Don't come...
Regardless of who wins or loses our next bout, I'll introduce you to my other siblings, Tonya and Anthon.
We'll take you up on that offer. Mostly because we already made a pinky
I'm sure. Farewell, my friends.
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same.